Hello, welcome back to part two of our story with Amelia Bedelia's first library card. Welcome back. If you're just joining, this is a great place to be, positive place. My name is Zenda. This is Zen Stories. I share wonderful stories of either K through 12 or K through fifth grade, or maybe some older books that I'll probably read later on down the line. But for right now, we have been sharing some wonderful stories. So welcome back. Please share, please subscribe. I'm on all social media. Thank you so much for coming back. And we're going to continue this story as we share the story about Amelia Bedelia's library experience with her first library card. Let's continue. Hey, Amelia Bedelia, said Teddy, which one should I get? Yeah, yelled Amelia Bedelia. Mrs. Riley raised both eyebrows. Sorry, said Amelia Bedelia. I thought Tyrannosaurus Rex was going to bite off my nose. I can't wait to read this book to my little brother, said Teddy. He handed his other book to Amelia Bedelia. Here, he said, check this one out. Amelia Bedelia opened the book slowly and carefully. No teeth, no scales, no dinosaurs. This one was about clouds and the weather. Next, said Thomas B. I'm just checking this out, said Amelia Bedelia. Looks interesting, said Thomas B. May I see it, along with your library card? Amelia Bedelia handed him both. Beep! Here you go, said Thomas B. It's due back in 3 weeks. See? And she's checking out the books that she wants to get. Let's see what happens. Amelia Bedelia was about to shout, wait, that's a mistake. I didn't want the book about clouds. I want this book about cupcakes. Oh no. But just then, Mrs. Edwards called, time to go back to school. Amelia Bedelia was furious. On her way out, she glared at the book return slot. She felt like shoving the silly weather book in there right this minute. But then she wouldn't have a book to take home. This was supposed to be a great visit, but it started out badly and ended worse. So she picked up a book she was interested in about the cupcake, but she saw a book about the weather that interested her, but he checked out the wrong book. So now she's disappointed and upset. Let's see what happens. Amelia Bedelia was still upset when she got home. She headed straight for her swing set and swung as high as she could, trying to kick every cloud out the sky. Then she lay down in the grass and looked up. As the clouds grew bigger and bigger, Amelia Bedelia imagined she could see all sorts of wonderful and happy things in the clouds. See, she was upset at first, but then she laid down, she relaxed, and she thought about some things. She thought about good things, as we all should do, right? So think about that. When you feel like you're getting upset, where do you go for your happy place? Here's mine. Shared it with you. So let's see what happens. She took her library book out of her backpack. She had just found the page that described the big stormy cloud above her when her mother called, Amelia Bedelia, Aunt Mary is here. Yippee! Yelled Amelia Bedelia. See, she's relaxing in the clouds, if you can see that. And now she's running in to see her auntie. Her mom is saying, hey, come in. Your auntie is here. Do you have a favorite auntie, or all your aunts are favorite? Which one do you have that you love or you just really adore the most, right? So let's see what happens. Aunt Mary brought Amelia Bedelia a fancy purse, the perfect place to carry her new library card. Thank you, said Amelia Bedelia. This turned into a great day after all. You sound like you're on cloud 9, said Aunt Mary. Amelia Bedelia couldn't wait to look up cloud 9 in her book. Boom! Went a clap of thunder. It began to pour. Her book! Oh no, did she leave it outside? Boom! Oh no, said Amelia Bedelia. She ran to the rescue. I'll be right back. "We can't go outside, young lady," said her mother. "It's too dangerous." Another enormous boom rattled the windows. That's a bad storm, right? Do you like thunderstorms? Some people like thunderstorms, but I don't like thunderstorms. Now, I have a sister. She loves thunderstorms. She likes the thunder and the rain to hit the rooftop, but I'm not into the thunderstorms. I like the rain, but we can keep the thunder and the lightning, right? Let's see what happens. The lightning and thunder and rain didn't let up. It stormed all afternoon and all through the night. Amelia Bedelia couldn't fall asleep for a long time. When she finally did, she dreamed about storm clouds filled with horrible, scary things. The next morning was sunny, but Amelia Bedelia's library book was completely soaked. The pages looked all wrinkled like her fingers did when she stayed in the bathtub too long. Uh-oh, so she was scared because of the storm. Look at the storm in the book. She's worried. Look at that. The book, she's having scary dreams. And look at the book now. And remember, the librarian said that they had to be careful not to get the books wet, right? So let's see what happens. Amelia Bedelia was too upset to eat her breakfast. "Is something wrong?" her dad asked. "You look under the weather." "I'm okay," she said, "but my library book was under the weather all night." "Yipes," said her dad. "It's practically pulp." Amelia Bedelia let out a sob. She thought only orange juice had pulp. "Oh, sweetie." "Accidents happen," said her mom. "I'll take you to the library after school and you can explain everything." That afternoon, Amelia Bedelia and her mother went to the library. My, said Mrs. Riley. "You really did read up a storm." Amelia Bedelia's mother smiled and offered to replace the book. So let's look at there. See how the book turned out? It had too much water. But they offered to replace the book because of Amelia Bedelia's mistake. So let's see what happens. "Thank you," said Mrs. Riley. "Amelia Bedelia, I can tell that you love books as much as I do." She put a rubber band on Amelia Bedelia's wrist. "Here is an official librarian's bracelet just for you." "Thanks," said Amelia Bedelia. "I know you don't allow food in the library, but I brought you a cupcake to say I'm sorry." See, she apologized just because she made a mistake. See that? Isn't that a cute cupcake? It looks delicious, right? So she really liked cupcakes. She really liked that book. And this is a great story. Let's see what happens at the end. Said Mrs. Riley. "Can it pass the finger test?" "Can you really read a cupcake?" Amelia Bedelia asked. Mrs. Riley took a swipe of the frosting and said, "Yum," she said. "Amelia Bedelia, I'm glad you brought this in for me to check out." So in the end, it turned out great. She brought her a cupcake and she gave it a taste, and it was a great day at the library. Wasn't that a wonderful story? Just a positive story to share with your friends and family. It was so good seeing you today. Well, come along to the next adventure on Zen Stories. Until then, hug your loved ones. You are awesome. You're blessed. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.